Okay, so you can see I tied a small bubble, and it's gonna go right in between there, and it's gonna twist onto the back right there. It's gonna anchor there. Okay, so you want to probably pull it pretty tight so that way, well, I would say yes. Pull it tight. Don't leave it loose because you don't want that eye sagging out the front. It'll look kind of goofy if you do that, and it'll help you hide this little excess that's on there. Friction will hold that in place, okay, or a lot of pressure right there, okay. And the other thing I was going to say, if you have time and if you want to, that black balloon we had left over, you could definitely do a couple pinch twists or 3 pinch twists and add them on the ends here so it looks like he's wearing the little black gloves. If you want to, if you have time. But definitely if you just do this version, people are going to know it's a Minion, okay. So let's go ahead and do that really quick, and we'll talk some more about the art next. All right. Okay, so you can see. All right, so we're gonna do the art. One thing to keep in mind when we're doing the art for the Minions is that they have a. You want a. You could always do like a little smirk or a little smile. But what I found is the more you open their mouth, the more Minion like it is, because of just their character. You know the way they act. It's really funny to see them with a big goofy smile versus just a smirk. And if you do it for somebody, that's going to be one thing that stands out to them as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about how the art is done. I'll come a little bit closer now. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do make sure we get a big open mouth here. All right, so I'm going to go right across the top. And a good indicator kind of is where the white balloon, like kind of, you want to draw to where it stops. That's a good indicator, kind of help you out there. Okay, so you see I just did a line across the top there, all right? And then I'm going to signify the edges of the mouth there, okay? There. Okay, hopefully you're seeing that well. I'll try to hold it still there for you a second. There you go. All right. Now we're going to come down. Come down the other side. There we go. I know this isn't exciting stuff, but hopefully it'll serve you well in the long haul. Okay, now I'm going to connect those at the bottom. There we go. A big open mouth. All right. So now we're going to make sure we fill it with big teeth. And their teeth aren't like straight across. Well, whose are, right? But let me just draw a couple so you can see what they're like. Okay. And I would say it's probably a good idea to start from the center and move out in each direction. That'll help you be consistent with your teeth. And I would do 4 on the top. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so there's going to be our teeth there, and then we're going to do the tongue. Okay, that's what the tongue is. All right, and and I'm going to color in the black area first, and then we'll go over the rest of the areas next. If you don't already pick up cartoon books, you should, or even on your phone. Look for the way these guys are drawn, or just look up the character, not necessarily how it's drawn, but look at it for a reference. Always very, very helpful when you're at a gig and you want to look good, and you're not just putting some goofy smile on it, because then that might lose the character. Something simple like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the white marker to fill in the teeth. Again, not super exciting stuff, but definitely necessary. Okie dokie. I'll tell you, this man just went to the he just went to the dentist. His teeth are all white. So I'll let you take a look here. There we go. You can see the last part to be filled in there is the red for the tongue. So makes it really simple. You know, when you do this stuff the same each time, you know, you're pretty uniform about it. You start to get pretty fast at it. So, and I would say don't be afraid to draw on the balloons. You know, just practice it, and you'll get pretty consistent with it. And next thing you know, you'll be drawing, you know, cute mouths, cute eyes if you have to, noses. I know a lot of people dread drawing a nose. I know it is a bizarre thing to draw, but just practice it, and you'll get it. You'll get at it. Get good at it. So, anyway, let's talk about the goggle around the eye. Even if you stopped here, people will still know this is a Minion, just because that character is so familiar. All right. So here's the other thing we're gonna do. We're gonna put the goggle around the eye here, and it's really just pressure fitted in there. So I'm gonna puff this full of air, tie it off, and then I'm gonna jam it here and basically just push it around the edges, making it stick inside there. And 9 times out of 10, it will stay there and not come loose. All right. So let's go do that real quick. Okay, so you can see I had a little bit of perfection issue there, trying to get that thing in there. But if anything is going to be pulled off of this balloon by a kid, it's going to be that. And that's why I'm saying that it's optional, whether or not you do that. Okay. All right. So really quick before we move on, I do want to talk about the variation to this. The variation to this is you split this bubble so you get 2 little eyes. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? We'll stop here. We'll come back. I'll pull some of this stuff off, and then we'll talk about the variation, okay? All right? Thanks so very much for watching this basic Minion, and I hope you have fun with it. Thanks for watching. Happy twisting.